this is Shell with Creative Shell Bear Little Acres Creations. Today we're going to make a card using fluttering by, and we're going to use the ladybugs for this one. I love ladybugs, and so I had to definitely include them in this set. So what I did is I have an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I cut it down the center at 4 1/4, and then I scored it at 5 1/2, and that gives me a top folding card. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to cut off just about an inch off the bottom. Okay, so I went ahead and cut that off. So we're actually going to work directly on this piece. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up. Again, we're using our fluttering by the ladybugs. We're actually using the little border. So let me get my press here. We're going to use some VersaFine Onyx Black ink and some clear gloss wow powder. Okay. Now I really like the VersaFine ink because it takes a while before it all sets in. So now I'm just going to go up just about an inch. Let me kind of line that up so I can actually, just to make sure that we get that pretty straight, I am going to just kind of mark, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but this is under this is my craft mat, and it kind of, I have like 1 inch squares there. Okay, so I went ahead and marked that. That way I have it pretty straight in a row. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and line up my border, and I'm going to do that just right across this, just following those pencil marks that I have. And see, that's like a perfectly little straight edge. So now that VersaFine ink stays wet for a while, so you have plenty of time to put on some embossing powder. Again, I'm just using some clear embossing powder. Okay, and then we're just going to heat set that using my heat set tool. Isn't that very pretty? I love the shine and the shimmer on that. Move it down here so you guys can see it. Go ahead and put my powder up. I really like, when I'm doing like a black embossing, I really like to use a black ink and clear powder. Okay, and you just want to give this just a little bit of time just to kind of cool off. And then I'm going to erase those pencil marks that I put in before. Again, this is a very simple card. Okay. Okay, so now what I have is I have some red ribbon. And this is just some I had in my stash. I believe I got it from a yard sale. You guys know how I am. I am going to put that just below our, where we cut it off, so that it kind of peeks out from the bottom. Okay, and to have that stick, I just have some double stick tape. It's only like 1/8 of an inch. And this is going to be perfect for this little lace that we have here. Okay. See, that's just going to lay there just perfectly. Now, I did cut down an inside piece. So let me trim this lace real quick. Okay, so I did cut down an inside piece, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to stick that down, and this is going to help our lace to kind of pop and give us a place to write our sentiment. I'm just going to kind of just make sure I have it pretty well centered in here. Isn't that so cute? It's just coming together so well. Okay, so now I have like a thicker piece of lace, and I'm going to put that one on the top, but I'm going to cut it down. It's a little bit too thick for what I like, for what I need. So I'm just going to cut that down just about the right size. I like to make it a little bit bigger. That way I can trim off what I don't need. Okay, so that's going right there. Again, we're going to use our 1/2 inch tape. Okay, now we have to have something to cover up that jagged edge. So I have a really pretty piece of white ribbon that I picked up at Walmart, and I'm just going to grab just a big brush or something. I want to have kind of big ribbon edges, and so I'm just going to tie it around something a little bit bigger than, you know, a pin. And I showed you this last week. I think it was last week. Okay, and then we're just going to put that right here. And I'm going to use again my 1/8 inch glue, double stick tape, and I'm going to do 2 of them just because the ribbon is a little bit wider than that, than just one. Okay, and this will just kind of cover that edge up and just make it pop just a little bit. Again, I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to put her, I like to have it like off to one side. I think it just is better for me than in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to trim that. A good thing, if you make it a little bit longer, you can always come back and just trim it. And I like that. I think that's cute. We're going to go on the back side, and again, we're going to put just a little bit of tape. Isn't that just so sweet? I just love this card. And since I have this kind of rugged edge, again, I'm just going to cover that up with another piece of white to kind of cover up all those edges. Gives us a really good place to go ahead and write something. Now, just to finish it up, I am taking my LadyBug border again, and I'm stamping off to the side. I just want something really faint. So this is actually the 3rd generation. Just because I didn't want it very dark. I just wanted something just a little bit inside of it. You could go a little bit darker if you wanted. And that is the card for today. I think this turned out so cute. It's very simple. And you know, that's just another way to use the border stamps on Fluttering By. If you're interested in the Fluttering By set, then head on over to littleacrescreations.com and pick a set up. I'd love to see what you create. Come join us at Little Acres Creations on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a great day.